Analysis of current economic condition, inflation and economic growth in Malaysia from year 2009 until 2018. Background of the country. Malaysia consists of two geographical regions divided by the South China Sea. The Peninsular Malaysia, or known as West Malaysia Peninsula, and Malaysia Borneo, or East Malaysia, located on the northern part of the island of Borneo in the South China Sea. The federal constitutional monarchy consists of 13 states and 3 federal territories. Malaysia covers a total area of 329,847 km square. The current economic condition for the country in the past 10 years. This is the graph of the economic condition in Malaysia from year 2009 until 2018 that show the GDP growth and the inflation rate. Cause of the higher inflation rate. In year 2011, GST was implemented by the government. From year 2013 until 2016, the price of 1 liter petrol shows the higher price in year 2014. When the price of goods or services come down, it leads to decrease in inflation and the GDP growth also will decrease. Next is the impact and effect of inflation to Malaysian economy. Okay, the first one is the cost of living. There are two groups that will affected by the inflation, which is the fixed income and the flexible income. In 2010 until 2011, inflation increased. Because of that, general price increase and also the cost of living. Okay, next is the business and corporate. Inflation can cause loss and profit. A loss because the business and corporate need to find a new way to attract people to buy, while a profit because they can gain the profit from the increase of general price. Okay, next is the government bond yield. The rate of interest at which a national government can borrow. The type of bonds are sold by government to investors to raise money for government spending, such as financing war effort. From 2012 until 2014, there is a bit unstable on the inflation rate. Okay, next is the economy policy implementation. From 2009 until 2018 shows there is a decrease of inflation rate. This is a result of the government action that implement the economic policy. The government has been implement the discretionary fiscal policy, which is expansionary and contractionary fiscal policy. When the inflation occurs, the real GDP is above the potential real GDP. That is, we call the inflation gap. To reduce the gap, the government take an action to use contractionary fiscal policy. Contractionary fiscal policy is the government decrease the government spending, G, or raising the tax, which is the taxes. Increase the tax will decrease the individual income and consumption. Thus, this policy will slow the growth of aggregate demand and reduce the inflation rate. Conclusion: found that there is no significant relationship and impact between inflation toward economic growth in Malaysia. The way of how all these independent variables will be affecting my dependent variable is almost mostly depending on how is the economic condition of the country itself. The government and the economists should govern and evaluate carefully in order to make sure that every decision that will be taken is for the sake of the country itself.